Jeff Banks has one goal on the 3,000 acres he hunts in Morgan County: to produce big bucks. We spent a week with Jeff and his club members, and you'll quickly see all of them are dedicated to quality deer management. While we were there, several members passed up good, solid bucks, but because most of them carry a home video camera, we'll show you some of those deer. Jeff's QDM practices are well known. In fact, he's got the attention of pro baseball players John Rocker and Ryan Klesko. They were at Banks Farm the same week we were there, and we're going to spend some time with them later in the show. But right now, let's join Jeff Banks in Morgan County.
Historically, this area has produced a lot of good deer in the Piedmont region. Now, Macon, Dooley, some of the South Georgia counties are producing a lot of good deer also. And this here in Morgan County on our farm, what we do is just to give you a big overview, is nothing that anybody can't do in the Piedmont region or the state of Georgia for that matter. And that is just let the young bucks go. You've got to harvest the does and have quality food for them in your food plots. We just didn't take him because it was the first morning here on the farm, and we got a couple of days to spend together. And I felt like, the way the weather's turning, that we had a good opportunity to take in a good deer, and we were hopeful that maybe he'll come back. We're allowed one buck, like I said, a gross of a 130 class deer. And we just want to start working on, we've gotten to the point of being a little buck heavy, but also this year we've wanting to implement that we could take some of these type of management bucks out that just really don't have the genetic potential, and we just do not want them breeding the does. And Dad and I, we agreed that we think that will, help the herd here and hopefully the antlers in the long run. And also for us, and I know we're going to, at the farm here, we're going to take a few spikes out just because of the number of bucks. I know that's like opening up a can of worms, we can argue, and I know they do have research. They have grown some pretty good deer in the pen on spikes, and I think they'll, and I will agree that they will probably grow up to be, could be a pretty decent deer out in the wild. And but for us, being a little buck heavy, we're going to take a few of them out today. And Amy Hendricks is going to be hunting with us this evening. It's a friend of Ryan Klesko's in our family also. And she hadn't taken a deer this year, and we're going to, Brad and her are going up to about a 5-acre food plot on the north side of the farm. And we've been seeing 3 or 4 spikes coming out in there.
I'm up here at Banks Farms. I talked to Jeff Banks earlier today, and it's kind to buck heavy out here, and so we're trying to clear some of the spikes out. I love hunting out here at Banks Farm. I killed my first 8-pointer last year. It's always exciting to hunt out here because you see a lot of nice bucks, and Ryan's had a lot of good luck here. In fact, about 2 years ago, he killed a nice puppy young with his bow, and it was in Georgia Outdoor News. That's my first deer of the year. Sure is. Meat in the freezer. That's right. All right. It's getting colder. I'm shaking, not because of the deer. I'm shaking because I'm freezing. Maybe get a little bit of bug fever. Where's he at? I don't see him. He's straight. That was a good shot. I love coming out here. It's awesome, and I'm glad Jeff asked me to do this. It's a lot of fun.
Later in the show, we'll have more on quality deer management from Banks Farm, including a hunt with Atlanta Braves pitcher John Rocker. Jeff Banks has already told us that letting the young bucks go is a key part in quality deer management, but that's only one step in his program. Right now, let's rejoin Jeff in Morgan County and see what else he does to put big racks on the wall.
Keep everybody on the same page. I'll require them all. Everybody knows how to score and what they're looking at, and it builds their confidence level, and it gives us a, as far as our conversation, our communication level, we're on the same page together. So far this year, Pat McDevitt, he had taken a deer at gross. It was an 8-point frame, had some sticker points. One sticker point was broken off, and a nice deer, grossed 144, and a real nice deer. And my dad, he picked up a 136 class 10-pointer.
He came from the opposite way from where I thought, which that's fine too. I saw enough that I knew I'd be happy when I shot him.
On our food plot program, we have about 100 acres of food plot here on the farm total. I have some alfalfa, which are year-round protein. I planted Pennington alpha grays, and I just can't say enough good things about it. If you have time and you can take care of it and oversee it and bush hog it and spray it like it should be, it will make a difference. What we do is start out with spring, plowing everything under, and we put the peas in the ground. I try to plant them by the first week of May in the ground as soon as I can. Then after come first week of September, we turn everything back under, put the oats out, and this year I put oats mixed with Uchi clover because I want to mix the protein in there with it. And also I do have 5 or 6 feeders on the farm that I start in with putting Purina deer chow, and I put goat feed in them.
This is goat feed I get. This gives you all the statistics on the vitamins and the amount of protein, and it's got a lot of information on it. And this is Like I said, I get mine in Madison from Godfrey's. It's just convenient. Know the family. They always have it in stock. And
Now that baseball season is over, Atlanta Braves pitcher and avid deer hunter John Rocker spent a few days on Banks Farm looking for a trophy buck. Thankfully, John invited a GON-TV cameraman to come along.
Down here at the Banks Farm right outside Madison, Georgia. It's November the 16th, right in the middle of the rut. We got some good weather, got some rain coming in, really cold. And I've been seeing some good deer. Saw 6 bucks, 6 does off the stand yesterday. Just didn't see that big 140, 150 class we're looking for, but maybe he'll be coming along here pretty soon. It's one of my favorite times of the year, season's over and get about 3 or 4 months off and try to get in the woods about 4 or 5 days a week, and especially right here in November when get a little cold snap right in the middle of the rut. That's what you kind of look forward to all year, and hopefully I guess my future hunts will be a little better than today. But we saw quite a few good deer today, and just look forward to some good hunts down the line.
I can't overemphasize enough why you shoot the does. I mean, we do it to keep the quality of food better, browse for them. I think it keeps the genes cleaner as far as any kind of interbreeding or anything. And it's kind of like cows on the field. You can't stand but so many out there. And it's the same thing with the deer. You can't stand but so many deer on any piece of property.
Obviously, when you practice quality deer management, a lot more of your bucks make it to an older age class. This spells out more competition among the dominant bucks, but can make for some awesome hunting during the rut. However, with a high number of bucks in the herd, every now and then you'll lose one to a fight.
When you get a lot of good deer in a spot, sooner or later somebody's going to see who the boss is and have a big fight. And we found him in the creek, Daryl and I, when we were down there hunting. I hated to lose one like this, but he's a nice deer, and we'd have rather shot him, hunting, but it just happens. Ain't nobody shot one with a bow or anything. He was just, all we can figure out, he died from fighting.
We spent a week hunting with Jeff and never got to film a trophy buck, but on the last day of the hunt, a management buck stepped out, one that Jeff wanted to cull from the herd.
He was a gold deer. It looked like his right it wasn't hurting down, but it looked like it was it just grown that way. It's just genetically that way. As far as the rack, looks like he's a 2.5-year-old deer by the basis and by his body size, and we just really don't want these type of deer, breeding the does, and we've made a decision this year to give everybody opportunity to, we'll have 2 buck tags to take one if it comes up, and so that's what we're gonna do. A couple guys already seen some bucks running does earlier this afternoon, so we'll come out here and see if we can get things going.
I love coming out here. It's awesome, and I'm glad Jeff asked me to do this.
Well, bottom line, the more work, the better deal.
Earnhardt takes the lead. Earnhardt takes the checkered flag.
Where's he going?
I don't know. Hey, he's going hunting.
Man, I thought you'd never get here. You got your camo?
I never go anywhere without my real tree.
Man, what took you so long?
I had to drive 500 miles to get here.
Thanks for joining us here on Georgia Outdoor News. Take what Jeff Banks told you here today and start preparing for your 2001 deer season. Join us next week. We're going to show you the results from our GON Kids Dream Hunt. We'll see you then.
Georgia Outdoor News is brought to you by Connecticut Valley Arms. Accuracy at an affordable price. John Miggle Chevy Olds, your North Georgia car and truck headquarters. Motions of Marietta, where sportsmen get their ATVs. And by Georgia Power.
We'd rather not have them breed the does, and we're really working on that, and the phone is ringing, and I don't, hold on, it's in Brad's pocket. Hello.